So anyway, I bombed the city.
Whoa!
Oh,
Wait
the
a
cameras are rolling.
minute!
Oh, the cameras are
Minute.
rolling. Oh, I forgot.
Now we're
Oh, I
live. Jesus.
Hello, everyone. My name is Video TV, owner and founder of Channel 9. This is my co-host, Sataria. Sataria, introduce yourself. Oh. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, sleepyhead.
Good morning. Good morning.
There's no way.
That is
I
the
was like, all right, I'm ready.
funniest
I go to speak, and then my
timing.
body.
The comedic
No,
timing.
because if the VR chat gods don't hate me, then no one does, and that's just the facts. I am also known as the Audio, aka Scuff Sataria. That's my nickname. Just ask video about it. My body.
As we can
Okay.
see.
And he's currently waiting to hug someone.
Where's
Do you-
my
do you wanna
hug?
hug?
Here's your
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Oh
are we
my
are we,
God.
get, are we getting in line? Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Me next. Yeah.
This is what pride is all about, y'all. This is what pride is all about. This is what pride is all about.
Thank God.
Oh,
Thank God for
Fun
pride.
fact video. Just a quick topic. This is the avatar that you edited, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Real quick, Ender, am I off camera? Am I off?
You
camera?
are.
Am I-
Your arm is on camera.
Okay. When I go to do collaborate, for some reason I become naked.
Oh,
So I had to just. I thought I back out of screen.
fair. Look at those jiggle physics. Chat, you don't get to see
I
this.
gotta
Sorry.
I gotta fix some things. Anyway. Hello everyone. We're Channel 9. Enter.
Anything for content.
Okay. Listen.
Guys, you should definitely donate just for
listen.
that. Okay.
Listen.
Donate.
Don't
Everyone-
say I never did anything for you.
It's wonderful to meet you all again. I was actually on stage for the auction, and I was also one of your announcers for the boxing tournament. We are audiovisual, and we own something called Channel 9. We are a broadcast network within VR Chat, talking about VR Chat for VR Chat. We do everything from events to once a month news broadcasts to funny skits to everything in between. We're coming to you live from our Twin Cities, something that is created from us by us. My co-host is still currently naked, so you'll have to give him a second so he can introduce
I'll put
himself.
clothes on. I'll put clothes on just
There
for
we go.
y'all, because I care.
So now who are you? Now that you're alive?
I am Sataria. I am the audio. You usually hear me before you see me, which is something I take pride in. I have been with Video since he has created this magnificent thing, and I've been trying to support him in any way I can since. And I am also a host at the Femboy Host Club. I'm probably your favorite. You've heard of me. And as he said, I was there at the helping him host at the boxing tournament. And I was also at the auction night. So I've been trying to help where I can so far during the event.
He was sold, and I'm. I mean, his date was sold. I mean, his date. I mean.
Yeah.
Date.
Don't
Just
tell
so
my
you
ass.
know.
Date. Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, I did go backstage. I killed the person who bought your date. So I have you now. So
right.
You made sure the
So-
receipt went through first,
so-
right? Because you might be liable for that money.
anyway, no. Anyway,
we make it the fun sin. Always make it the fun sin.
everybody. So yeah, we're Channel 9. We have been doing this for 3 years. No, 2 years. Sorry, no, 3. It's been 3. Officially 3.
3 years.
We really just started getting off the ground last year. We went to something called Ferality. It was Ferality Umbra, and we have since been kicking off from there. And we were graciously invited to have this segment on the 12-hour live stream, as well as host many of the Trevor Project Collabs events. And I've had a great time. And I'm so glad that
It
we're doing
has
this for 5
been
months.
so fun so far. I think, speaking of like how long we've been doing this, I assume you shared with Ender what we used to be called, correct? You shared what we.
Ender, when we
Yeah.
first started doing this, we were called the Starship.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
my character video. I'm not currently video. This is another thing called
Mhm.
Celeron. My character video is part of a starship brigade.
That's amazing.
And so that was the first community a name for our first community before we did Channel 9. And now we do Channel 9. Now we're your local news network.
Well, great news.
We do a
great,
broadcast.
Great minds, words. Great news things to like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
by
great
the
minds think
way,
alike.
Ender, do you have?
Yeah.
I can't see the stream right now. Does it have the Trevor Project thing right here for you?
Nope.
You can click that lamp over there.
Oh, there's a
Click
lamp.
this lamp right here. Because I know you were talking about it, and it'll change.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little robot guys who video was talking about by the way.
Look how cute. Okay, much better.
Anyway,
When I think about video, he gets his graphic design bag every time.
I'm gonna get my graphic. Every graphic
Every
you've seen
time.
that announcing the events. By the way, me,
Video TV.
I'm not prideful. I'm not prideful. I promise.
Happy Pride.
Anyway,
He said line.
we're very excited to be here today. This is our takeover of the live stream, and we're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about where we've come from, how we got here, our history together as audiovisual, and just a number of things having to involve this Trevor Project collaboration, which, again, I'm very grateful to actually be here in general. Well, first things first, I think we should begin on giving you guys a little bit of history on what we do and who we are. Sotaria, if you could relay the story of how we met, because it's still funny to me.
Oh yeah. Okay. So when me and Video, this is basically my husband. Always remind me that. Happy Pride. When me and Video first met, I think it's very important that people know that we hated each other. I did not like Video. You know, it's that, and y'all need to know that because y'all know how VR chat drama is. It's a game of telephone and things get spiraled out of control. And so something had happened to a friend that he was close with that was like kind of close to me, and then Video thought that I was the problem of it all. So there I was in the wispy world, the one that's like on the water. It's like there's a giant sunset. Y'all know the one. I'm chatting. I'm hanging out with my friends. And here come this very small little man in an avatar, Quest user by the way. So I'm already sick, and he comes in. He comes in and is judging everyone. He is looking around, looking like, okay, no, I see what's going on now. And I don't know who he is. I don't know what's going on. But my friend comes like, oh yeah, that's my other friend who's also a friend of the girl. And I was like, oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, I say, being courteous. And he's like, oh, I'm sure. And then and then says, I need to talk to you, by the way, and then leaves. I'm like, who about to genuinely piss me off just like that, right? And so like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna go talk to this stranger real quick. I leave the world. I didn't load. I fell asleep. Then like, I think it was either the next day, like, and some time had passed, and then me and him actually ended up speaking to each other about the situation. He was kind of sketchy of me about what I was telling him, and I was kind of sketchy of him for judging me because I was like, I'm being honest. And then we kind of just spent time together because we were like, well, you're my friend's friend. And he's like, you're my friend's friend, so I might as well get to know you. You know, I might understand who you are as a person since they're so close. Let me see what's so great about you. And then me and Video slowly realized that we had a lot of similarities. We realized we also enjoyed an in-depth conversation. We loved learning about because me and Video have very similar backgrounds, being Black, queer, and in the South. And then talking about things such as like how we've grown up.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
Pride.
And so like how we've
I lie.
oh hi Kamai.
I lie.
I lie.
I lie.
I lie.
I lie.
But yeah, after me and Video talked so much, we're like, oh wait a minute, I really like you for real. Wait a minute, this is a vibe. And then me and Video have literally been inseparable since. And that Video is probably like. Video's my go-to for everything. Like if I have a problem or if I'm confused about something, I'm going to Video first every single time because I know I can get the answer that I need and probably answer I'm going to be upset about, which is probably going to help me.
And you
so
know, it's the same. Like from my point of view, when he already discussed exactly what had happened between us. I still hate this man to this day, but I can tolerate him now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I mean, you're like a highlight. You're the highlight of my life. You are the audio to my visual. Like could not get rid of you, even if I wanted to. I can't exist unless you exist. And you can't exist unless I exist. So
this is so
we have to be together.
It sounds like a crazy pack.
Oh yeah. Blood brothers.
Literally, quite literally.
Oh, who? Special guest. Move.
Damn.
Anyway.
Oh, it's bouncy.
Yeah, he's bouncy. Anyway,
he's gone.
Yeah. So That's our history. And then when it came to Channel 9, I started this community 3 years ago in 2022. That's when we started, right? 2023.
You started the Starship when they first introduced groups, and then you made a server for Channel 9 first. And so I think Channel 9 was a server before the Starships was.
Yeah. So that's when we started. We had a amazing time doing that when we first started. It was kind of actually really, really rocky. I didn't really know what I was doing in terms of like a owner of a group. And we're still relatively very, very small. I think there's maybe 169 people currently in the server, and then 375 in the group. So we're kind of small. You should join our server. You should join our group. If someone could put that in chat, I'd really appreciate that. You can find it in. You can click on one of our profiles, and you can get the group from there.
It's somewhere around there.
But I love what we've done so far, and I'm happy to continue to do it.
I'll take care of it.
Okay, cool.
But hugest part is we're here to, of course, talk about pride. Now, listen, we're both queer people. We're both queer individuals, queer Black individuals. Now, I have to say,
Vice got it.
despite it being Pride, there's one thing I can't stand about Pride.
Oh no,
and it's gay people. I just can't do it.
Can't do it. Not a fan. You're not a fan.
I can't do it. Now, for legal reasons, this is a joke, but I can't do it.
For legal reasons, this is all a bit. We love gay people. Wink.
Huge wink. Huge on that wink, by the way.
Big on that. I'm blinking with both eyes, actually. I do want to state though, like, when it comes to like doing, when I was a part of the previous Trevor project from last year, I wasn't a part. The only thing I would think I was actually a part of was probably the like I was a host for the RP date, right? And I found that very interesting. And then when I came back to video about it, I was like, video, they're doing a big Trevor project. We need to get in on this. I want you to meet some of these community people. And I don't think I conveyed in that instance, because this is back when they were still putting everything together really early on. And so I don't think I conveyed to video like the importance of this, because I want me and video to like, you know, meet people and understand how these communities work. Because I find it very interesting.
Get out there,
broadcast to certain communities.
Broadcast to the world.
Yeah. For example, what's her name? Baha? Love her. I hope she's in there. I love Baha. I met her at I think it was Lux. She was so great. I love her.
Baha's one of ours.
Is she? She's so sweet. Oh my goodness, she was so nice to talk to. And it was like getting to know these people who run these communities. It's so interesting learning what they did or what type of communities they're running or how they're doing it. And I was like, video, I know you're trying to learn, you know, I think he's a great leader personally, but he's saying he always needs to upgrade. So I'm like, well, there are these people who are part of these leaders who are in these communities. It would be great for you to come meet them. And at first he was like, oh, okay, I think I'll try. And then I think like once he got closer and closer, like, by the way, you should be there. And he's like, is it that important? And I was like, there's this many people, there's this many communities, we're doing this, this, and this. He's like, oh, wait a minute, I might need to get on that. I'm like, yeah.
No disrespect to this entire community. We collectively are very new to like how deep the VR chat rabbit hole actually goes. Like,
that is true.
It is. We are very new to the Lux Novas, the Project Edens, the insane amount of like clubs that exist and how like deeply rooted they are within VR chat's history and time. So at the time I was like, well, I mean, everyone's just kind of the same size as me, right? We're all just kind of just starting to do this, right? We're all on the same page. We're all on the same page.
We're all on the same boat here.
When we were suggested to come and do this, this year, not last year, but this year, it was very like, I don't even know how to describe the feeling. It's kind of like going to high school for the first time, and you're like, I don't know all these big kids.
You're a freshman, and everyone else like sophomores and seniors.
I don't know all these big kids are. But now we're doing it for the gay people. For the gay people. How much
For the gays.
So far? Wait a minute.
Last I checked, it was like almost 43,000.
No, we're at 44.5K or 44.6K.
Oh!
So we are almost to that 45K, which is double of last year.
Guys, I want 50. Get me to 50, please.
Can you do it for us? Can you do it for me and Zataria? Can you do it for me? Do it for audiovisual. If
Here,
you're gonna do it
wait.
for anybody.
Let me get real
Do
and
it
close
for
here.
two-
Give me your
for
best
two
schmoozy
beautiful
begging
chocolate gay
faces.
men, bisexual and gay. Do it for the chocolate.
All right, maybe I'll zoom out.
This chocolate factory.
I'm gonna zoom out actually.
I know the chocolate
Factory is crazy.
what's wrong?
He said, "Call me Willy Wonka. I got a chocolate factory."
What I say? I don't know what's wrong. Listen, the second the camera starts rolling, I act up. Anyway,
You're naming the server to Willy Wonka now.
So real quickly, before we continue with our conversation about Pride, two things. The link to the group is in the chat now.
Yep.
Posted by my production lead Weiss. You can join that, and then you can join our server through there. It's little Discord icon on the group. Just go to the Discord. Everything that we're gonna do ever is gonna be in Discord. Discord's kind of broken at the moment for us. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry. Second thing, we are specifically on here to talk because we have a podcast called The VR Chat Experience. It is our podcast, not a Channel 9 activity, but we have a podcast called The VR Chat Experience. We post something every week. We've been on a bit of a hiatus because we've just been living our lives, but every week we post a little interview. Kamai's been on there once. They're going to be on there again at some point. But we talk about the VR Chat Experience. I don't really know what else to talk about.
We talk about like as someone who I think in terms of the people that I've come to know now in VR, especially the people who are like group owners or community leaders. I guess the best way to word it is that when it comes to VR, I think I've been in VR for 3 years now, 4 years. 3 years?
As long as we've been doing this, yeah.
Right, yeah. So I'm still relatively new in comparison to a lot of things in VR, and I find it interesting drawing comparisons and parallels to how I experience IRL life versus VR, because there are people who have been in VR for since COVID, like a little before COVID, and I'm like, y'all been warriors, truly. Y'all been here since y'all been trudging through it, and it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people know a few things when it comes to VR. But there's I'm like, y'all been warriors, truly. Y'all been here since y'all been trudging through it. Relate to because of it. There's a lot of things in VR that you get that you can't really get IRL, which I truly appreciate. And I think it's interesting deep diving into those topics and having people talk to us about those topics, because I like I said, my favorite thing in the world is a good conversation. I love a good conversation, and drawing parallels between IRL life versus VR life is very interesting. That's what I get out of it personally. I love a good conversation with people.
I mean, and moving into it, right, with the whole purpose of this whole, while we're even here, like the queer space on VR chat is a little like insanely aggressive. Like there's so much queer in VR chat.
And you know what? I feel so that's what I get out of it personally. I love a good conversation.
100%. I mean, you'll get the occasional black catter
jump scare
who wants to chat.
Scare.
But let's be real. If you go to the black cat, why? You're weird.
Odd. I think what's
strange
also very
behavior
interesting is that when it comes to VR is that something that I've come to learn a lot more is that I feel like the trans community, or the amount of people in VR that are trans, is a lot higher than like you are like more willing to experience if you aren't in VR.
Well, yeah, because you can get in the body that you want, 100%.
Exactly, the way you can express yourself how you want to express yourself, and I really love that. I have, as someone, like I said, I grew up in the South and religious, so my understanding of like trans was like very, 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 very low. And extremely ignorant. And when I got in here, I was just talking ignorant, as an ignorant person does. And then I started, being around people who were trans. And even if I'm ignorant, I'm always ask questions. And so I'm asking about their experiences, how they view things, their mindsets. And I've come to educate myself a lot more on said topics because I'm in VR. And I'm going to always appreciate VR, if for nothing else, helping me understand trans people on a deeper level. Because like I said, like I said, trans people don't take up a very large portion of like the population. Yeah. And so now that I have like a few people I can talk to if I have any questions, something I don't understand, they're like, oh, this, and this, and this. I'm always going to appreciate VR for that, if nothing else.
And it invites a lot of people who, like, even within the trans populace, there's even other people who are just kind of like, what's the term I want to use? Closeted. I think we can go ahead and say that and not be rude about it. People who are uncomfortable with expressing themselves,
closeted or questioning.
Both.
Yeah.
I think
both. Definitely both.
Like people who are not exactly comfortable or able to yet to fully express that part of them. can do it on here. Some of them respectfully do it a bit aggressively. Some of y'all need to calm down about your gayness. I mean, come on,
y'all need to chill out.
Y'all need to breathe.
I could smell that you were gay before you joined the lobby. It's not that serious.
Like, I could smell the rainbow coming. I could smell it coming.
Come on.
What's a call out? Damn.
Show my on. Show my on.
They're stray plushies.
Go.
There are strays everywhere. Oh, and they're gone.
I do think there are sometimes where it's like there's like I'm always for someone expressing themselves. I'm always gonna be someone expressing themselves. There are some times where I'm like, oh, whoa. I'm like, I feel like this is difficult. It's like drawing a balance between, I don't want to tell someone how to express themselves, but I also feel like there are some times where someone's a lot, even for me, and I know I'm a lot, not too much on me. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I want you to express yourself how you want to. I'm gonna do it though from over here. You know what I'm saying? It's like
over there. Yeah.
Over here. Because I'm never going to tell someone that they are expressing themselves in the wrong way. I'm never going to do that. I'll never do that. However, respectfully, if I feel like, ooh, you're a lot. I'm gonna take, for example, come on, you know I love you. You bestie, you know I love you down. You know I love you. But God, you can be loud sometimes. I'm never gonna tell Kamai, you need to be quiet most of the time. Kamai can be loud. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna.
If you guys keep jumping out of windows, I'm gonna get concerned.
Yeah, you keep on jumping out of windows over here. What's going on here?
We like jumping out of windows.
What's the insurance policy on this place?
Talk to me.
Anyway.
Talk to me. Go ahead, keep on talking. I'm just
It's just that, you know.
Can we get security in here? There's a goblin.
Security?
Can we get security?
Respectfully, if I feel like, ooh,
6K.
too much.
So
I really don't like telling people how they should express themselves. I do feel like there are some times where I'm like, okay, if someone is expressing themselves in a way that I feel, ooh, that's a bit strenuous on me, I'm just gonna, you know, put a little space. Not because I hate you, but because I want you to express yourself. I don't want you to feel like you're exhausting me. So I'm just gonna, you know what, go
and
do
not
that.
to read Sataria, but I mean, it's not exactly as though me and Sataria always get along in terms of our vibes. Like we say. I need everyone to understand that even though me and Sataria are best friends, there will always be a chance or a time where we do not agree on something. Like,
yeah, and I love it.
There's many times I cannot stand this man's energy, and times where he can't stand mine. I mean, I'm perfect, but you know, it's just.
Anyways,
and he thinks I'm wrong.
Well,
which, what do you mean? Well,
what happened? Me? What happened?
What do you hate me? What did he do?
I didn't say that. No.
Oh my god. Anyways,
I would never say that.
So, guys, we've reached our 30-minute mark here. We wanted to do something special. While we continue talking about what we're going to do, if it's okay, I wanted to do something special. If you guys have questions for what we do in Channel 9, and you can throw them in chat. I would love to do more audience interaction since that is kind of our whole MO.
Oh yeah, guys, talk in chat.
Like to do some questions, and ask us any questions you want about who we are, what we do, and
our opinions on things.
Think about
First question:
very opinionated.
How perfect are you, video?
You see, there's a list. I'm a great graphic designer.
I'll talk to y'all later.
I'll chat with y'all later.
Skin. I ain't got time.
I have a fantastic singing voice. I have, you know, I'm friends with Sataria. I mean, she's pretty perfect. Anyone who finds with Sataria is a pretty perfect person. Sataria is friends with me, which makes him perfect.
That is true.
But he was perfect before I met him. I'm lying.
That is true.
Next question. What is your dream car and what is your attainable dream car?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not a car guy, but I can give you a car I liked.
I have a dream house, but not a dream car. Like I'm not big on like interior design. I love to play with my look, but I don't have a dream car, but I have a dream house. Like I know how the house should look, how I want to design like the inside of the house. I have a friend named Noodle for that. I'll get in contact with him. But until then, I had the house layout. But besides
a Dodge Challenger.
That's solid.
And then the most affordable car, like a Kia Soul.
Kia something.
But like,
well, if people don't steal it.
Keisha Cole, you know the one.
Do you think the memories of VR chat will stay with you for the rest of your life? I'm pretty sure they will for me.
We're gonna spend some time on this question. We're gonna spend some time on the question. I would like to go first. Okay, sorry about that. Channel 9 is my biggest dream. This is everything I've ever wanted with my life. I have always loved, I've been doing audiovisual work for 5 years. I've wanted to be on television for 3 of those years, and I worked in news for a little while. I love this. This is my dream. And I think that the memories I've made while making Channel 9 and like doing this with Sataria specifically, I don't think I would do this with anyone else. Anyone else. I would not do it with anyone else. Doing this with Sataria, these memories I made with Sataria, yes, rest of my life, forever. I could not give this up.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's such an easy question. I feel like a lot of people, when they don't have an understanding of VR, they think VR is something that's easy so thrown away. All the people who come into VR are like just to like meme and not make any connections. And I think people really don't understand like the connection that you can build in this game. And there are memories that I have. There are memories that I have created because I have been in VR. I have traveled to New York. I have traveled to Ohio. I have traveled to Washington, and all of those places that I have traveled to meet friends who were in VR. And those are probably some of the best memories that I have ever had. And I guess that's I think that's a both of counting in VR and out of VR, because at the same time, it's not like I would have met people in Ohio while I'm here if I'm not in Ohio. So I deeply appreciate all the memories that I have had because
Honestly,
of VR and in VR.
If you don't have lasting memories when you're in VR, I think you should go do more things. Like, respectfully, you need to go do more things. This VR chat's too big, and there's too much to do for you not to have memories. Like,
There's too much. There's too many people in this game for you not to like meet somebody that like influenced you in some great way. There's
in fact, you know what?
Many people.
Go to Ferality, go to PJKT, go to any of the clubs that are currently in this collaboration, and go to one of their events. There,
boom.
Now you know what to do.
The Asker has said thank you for the in-depth answer. I appreciate that very much. I'm good. Did you
say thank you for nothing? Apparently,
they said thank you for the in-depth answer. They appreciate it very much.
Yes,
of course.
All right, this next question.
I truly appreciate you.
Next question is very deep. What's your favorite color?
Teal.
Yellow.
Easy.
Teal.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Lick who? What'd you say?
Swallow.
How young are you guys? Just asking.
22 and below.
What? Wait, what was the question? What?
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
I think this is a joke that goes over our heads.
It's a reference.
Next question.
Never mind.
Describe the avatar that you most regret ever putting on, content permitting.
Oh my god.
I don't regret any avatar I put on. I don't think.
I don't think I regret any avatar I put on. I do want to say that a lot of people do get in VR to like express themselves how they want. The reason I like this Abby so much, shout out to Ika, is that I feel this avatar expresses me in how I feel, and he even said that he thinks I express his avatars in the way that he likes, and I appreciate him for that. The only avatar that I personally don't like being in are like female Abbies, and no shade to the people. I don't like my avatars can't be black. You know what I'm saying? I like my avatars to be brown as I am. And there are people who can like wear either or and not care, and that's fine. But I just, it's not that I don't feel comfortable. It's that I always notice the tatas. I'm just always gonna notice that they're there, and I can't not notice it. I think that's really what it is. Because my mirror is up right now, and if I had a female, I would look over and just, you know what I mean? Like I would always notice. I can't just not notice, and it's always so striking to me.
I love you so much. Shame? Is that what you said over there, Kamai?
I said same.
Oh,
same.
Okay.
Shame on me for not wanting titties. My bad. My bad, y'all.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, from Kamai Queer. Yeah, from Kamai Queer. The one Kamai Queer. How shame for you for not wanting tits.
Shame.
Oh my lord. The next question, because I don't have anything I regret.
What is your favorite way to spend a weekend?
With Sataria. Is that crazy to say?
Nah.
Like genuinely.
No, I love. So me and Video, don't shame us in the chat, y'all. Me and Video are like big into like not gacha games specifically, but like Hoyoverse gacha games, and me and Video like to deep dive like the lore in the games. I love watching Video like play the game and talk about the lore because I'm pretty stupid. Like I love the lore, but I never get the full picture. Video's over here breaking things down. I don't play the game. He's 3 months behind. He's like, oh yeah, it's obviously this. I'm like, it's what? Wait, huh?
I explained to him. So
it's like this.
For those of you who want to know, we play Genshin Impact. If you want to flame me, you can flame me in my in a ticket in my server. I'm not gonna read it. I explained to him if you know lore. Ooh, spoilers! It's the lore of Conria. I explained that to you because you were like behind on it. Yeah,
and I'm playing the game at least
Hidden Nation.
4 or 5 years on him in this game. He explained the game in detail, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't notice that." Playing the game a few months.
Yeah,
I just hate being stupid, y'all. It's so upsetting.
It's so tiring. Weekend, I think me and you, or even if on alone, playing some gacha, that's a vibe.
Yeah, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. I love doing that.
100%.
Have you guys ever
I'm not
thought?
doing that, I'm like playing the host club.
Oh, the host club. That's a good second.
It's all together.
Have you guys ever thought of advertising Channel 9 at IRL FurCons?
Yes,
Oh
I have thought. I have had that thought so
Have
many
you?
times. So, okay, what I would love to do with Channel 9, and another group is already doing this, but I don't know their name. I would love to get an asset that is. You see these little TVs back here? I don't know if camera can see that back there. I can go ahead and move. Okay, there's these little TVs back here. I got these from Sketchfab. I would love to get a TV like a TV stack asset that plays our videos, just going. And I love to get that in real life and in VR chat worlds, or at least like other people's advertisements, things of that variety. I want to be able to get people out there, you know, show off what we do and other people do. But yeah, 100%. I would love to get a little booth set up of what Channel 9 is and like
they said at where? At FurCons?
At FurCons, or even conventions in general. Honestly, I don't really care.
I mean, I never thought about that. That'd be so interesting. Is that something that people do like at FurCons?
Like
There's
advertising
a VR
VR
booth
stuff?
at FurCons.
Oh, okay, fair. That makes sense, huh? I never thought about that. That's so interesting.
You know what? Starting tomorrow, we'll be at your next FurCon.
Starting up. Is there a FurCon tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
I mean, maybe somewhere.
Somewhere. I'll try
We'll
all the
host one.
states.
We'll host one. It won't happen,
The
but
FurCon
we'll pretend
impromptu.
it'll happen.
Where do you guys see Channel 9 going in 5 years?
Oh my goodness!
I want.
you know this
You
little
can
menu
answer
thing,
first.
right? You this little menu
Oh.
thing. You know how you pull your hand menu? I want us to be right there. I want us to be right there.
So, if for those of you who don't play VR chat, I'd be surprised if you don't. But if you don't, it's okay. In VR chat, you have a launch pad. On the top of that launch pad, there is a little like menu that shows off what's happening in VR chat, like recently or going to happen in VR chat. I want an event that we're hosting to be on that banner one day. That is where I want. And or two, we want to host a convention called the Festival of Lights or the Spotlight Festival. That is a celebration of all of the VR chat from within VR chat. We want to get a bunch of communities to make booths, and we're going to have events and panels and Q&As and performances, etc. I want to do that one day, and that's why I see Channel 9 in 5 years. I want us to be the people that inspire you to create and that are everywhere on every single TV screen you can think of. That's what I want.
I want to be right there. Right, y'all can see where I'm pointing at, but I'll be right there.
Right now. Right now.
Right there.
Right now. Right now.
Right there.
Okay.
Why
That would be
VR?
nice, though.
What made you guys even think of doing VR?
You should go first, because my story is so
Okay.
simple.
Okay, the reason I got into VR is actually very simple itself. My friend told me to get a headset. All right, Video, what's your story? And I'm just more in depth than that. My friend told me to get a headset, and
They were like, you should get VR, and I was like, okay, why not? And I literally bought a headset.
my friend could literally tell me to jump off a cliff. I'm like, she wouldn't be wrong. So I got the headset, right? Didn't know what I was doing. Very lost, very confused, very afraid. And I got in VR, and I was a Quest 2, and I probably was on like just standalone Quest for a total like 30, maybe 45 minutes before my friend showed me like how to set up the PC. And then at that point in time, in my head, I'm like, oh, I was playing the game wrong. Thanks. So in my head, I'm seeing people who are on quest. I'm like, oh, you're doing it wrong, not knowing that's not what's happening truly. And so I was like, oh, I understand now. And then I've stayed in VR since. I think if the question is why like advertise in VR, is that the question? I just want to make sure I understand the question.
It was
So it's
pretty
like, why do I enjoy
open-ended.
VR?
Let's just
I
use
said
it
what I said.
regardless.
That's not what I said.
I saw a YouTube video from the YouTuber Drumsy on VR chat one day, and I used my terrible computer, and I walked around in desktop mode for like maybe a total of 2 days, and I stopped playing forever. And then I was with a guy. We were doing. Oh, the camera is still on Zataria, by the way.
Oh, it is. I was staring at you. My bad.
I'm mesmerized by you, darling.
We were. I with the guy. He bought me a headset. We played for a total of 2 days, and then I met Zataria within that like first few months of doing VR chat. And that's my story of how I got into VR. I saw a YouTube video and I was like, this looks fun. I'm going to do it. As for what's going on here and me being a furry and NPC, the rabbit hole goes deep with the second you start getting into the game. And it doesn't stop. So soon I'm going to have full body and 17 trackers. It's going to be crazy.
And 17 trackers. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
I'm going to have face tracking for my tongue. You assume it's going to be crazy.
No, I got into VR. I think we both got into VR very much on a whim, and I kind of live for that.
As for what Sarah said, advertising on VR chat, why we're doing it this way is because it's just cool. I don't know, it's just cool.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, I mean,
love
look at what you
showing,
got
like, people I
behind
know
you.
this.
Where like you could just throw that up, right? Like.
That is true. I love showing my parents and my family the graphic that video makes, and they're always like, "This is so nice." I'm like, "That's what I'm saying." I love showing just like things I've been doing in VR to like people who don't understand it. But at the end of the day, I'm probably showing them something because something funny was said, and I'm always funny, and so I'm showing it to them. They're like, "What is happening here?" I'm like, "What you don't understand?" And then I have to like explain VR to them. And like, okay, do you get it now?
This whole world we're in, you can't really see it from like we're in the studio part of this world. This is the edit of Wispy Woo's Afterglow, but this whole world I've done myself. There's
my whole
hella
world.
advertisements outside. You guys can 100% come here at any point. It's on, if you ever add me on VR chat, video TV, you can always check what worlds I have. This one's currently still in the labs stuff, but get it out of there, everybody. Go to my world and get it out of labs.
There was a lot of shock that you'd never watched Monty Python.
Yeah, that's what the reference was.
Listen, okay, respectfully, and this is no diss. This is no diss.
Okay.
Oh.
First off, I'm gonna
Monty-
say this right here, right now. I get y'all are gay, but y'all need to get with the culture. The culture.
What's the culture?
I got some things to show you. Monty Python. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get with them. Don't worry. I'll handle this. You especially.
What?
I hate you.
So, am I crazy for saying I did watch a little bit of Monty Python? I didn't find it funny.
What is it? It's a movie, a show?
So Monty Python was a collection of British comedians, basically, who made short sketch comedy, and they would make films, basically, which were collections of these. And one of their feature films was Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which is basically the quest for Camelot.
British people to be funny. It was always going to be a flop. What are we doing?
Oh my God! What's your tone?
What are we doing?
Anyway.
Wild take. Anyway, next question.
You're trying to tell me about culture from British comedians. Girl, wrap it up.
We escaped y'all a while ago. In fact, the 4th of July is soon. We escaped a long time ago.
What's your biggest challenge in life, and how did you overcome it?
Oh, my biggest challenge in life.
I think I can go first because it's hard for you to know. Sorry, thinks he's great. I have a huge problem. I have a huge problem with control and a huge problem of perfectionism. And it took me a very long time to be okay with things, one, not being in my favor, and two, going wrong. It actually didn't take until I had our very first Starlight Ball, which is our annual gala every year. We have a Starlight Ball in December. It's my birthday party, pretty much. To finally be like, you know what, some things can have to just are okay with just not being great. You know what I mean? That's just how that has to work.
I don't mean this because anybody knows me. I'm always jokingly narcissistic. It's like somewhat true, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm never trying to diss anybody. But to say like my biggest struggle, I truly don't know how to answer that because I feel like there's nothing that has ever gotten in my way that has stopped me from doing what I want. I have probably been hindered. But I've never thought of like, dang, this is I don't know how to get through this. I've never been like negative. I've always been overly optimistic. If anything, my friends know this because my friends are like, you should probably cut this person off. I'm like, nah, they're fine, and I probably should have cut them off. And I think it's like I'm just so overly optimistic. I've never seen something like, dang, this is too difficult, or I need to get help. It's like, I'll get through it eventually. So I don't know what my biggest struggle has been. My biggest fear is that I will come up on my biggest struggle and I won't know how to handle that because I hear people talk about the things they don't know how to deal with, the things they're trying to deal with like personally, and I hear it all the time, and I always try to offer advice, but like I've never like been put in a situation. So my biggest fear is that I'm gonna somehow get to something in life that's like I can't get through. I'm gonna like help,
yeah,
help.
But
we're
when
not
the
there
final
yet.
boss shows up and you're getting whopped across the world.
When the final boss shows up, I'm cooked, y'all. Truly cooked. Truly.
Yeah. Next question. If we have any.
Sataria already partially answered this, but to video as well, how much do you talk about VR to IRL people who do not know much about VR?
Oh, to be honest, Sataria already answered, so I guess I can go. To be honest, not really many people. My mom knows about what we do at Channel 9 and what we're doing for the Cyber Project, and she knows what we did when we attended Ferality and we did interviews for them as well. Not for them, but we attended the event and did interviews for us for a video we're trying to make. I don't really talk to people about VR that much, mostly because it's kind of hard. It's really hard to explain what VR is, like what VR chat specifically is, to people who don't play games and don't have the access to the internet like in a social way. It's extremely difficult to explain that, so I just don't. I
think what's very important to note is that talking about VR and talking about my friends in VR are two different things. I talk about video like my dad has had a conversation with video, so my dad knows video, but like not in a VR type way. I talk about my friends in VR like pretty consistently. I'm on top of we did this, we're doing this, we talked about this, we laughed about this, but I don't like I bring up that we were in VR, but at the end of the day, what really matters is like what like the context of what I'm talking about. The fact that we're in VR is kind of most of a side note most of the time. So, but how much I talk about like VR itself, it's kind of not really, unless I'm showing them a graphic that video has made for Channel 9. It's like I'm never like, oh yeah, in VR we do this. Well, no, and that's it's more like we can do this because we're in VR, and they're like, oh, why? So I don't do that too much. It's more like, oh, I was hanging out with video. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, ask questions.
Yeah,
you know, that's really what I do.
I don't know if we have more questions, but I do want to very quickly do a little bit of a plug since we have only a few minutes left. So if you haven't already, go join our VR chat group. Weiss, if you're still in chat, if you can place that in the chat, I really appreciate that. Or any of my currently staff who are in there. Thank you so much to our staff, by the way, who's in chat, to Derps and to Weiss. I saw them in chat. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your support. Guys, we're so happy we're here. Again, we're Channel 9. We are your local VR chat news network. We host events every month or so. We only really do events in terms of hangouts and game nights and things of that variety, but we host a once a month live stream that goes over everything that's happened in VR chat and everything that's happening in general. Again, if you haven't already, join the VR chat group, then join the Discord. You'll see everything we're going to do there. We have a major event coming up in July, July 25th. Yeah, the beach episode. It is a summertime competition. The question this year is, what would you rather do during summer? Stay in the shade or have fun in the sun? I'm Team Sun. Sataria's team stay in the shade. So if you want to go and compete with some random people and fight and win a cool medal, you won't win this one. There's a medal down here, but you can't really see it. You won't win
No,
this
that's
medal.
fine. I'll bring 'em
this
over.
is for the spook down.
And you can't win this one, y'all. You can't win this.
Oh,
You
yeah.
won't win this medal. That's for the spook down, but you
Sophie
can't win
won
this
the
one.
boxing
You
tournament.
can't. You
Thank you
can't
so
win
much
this.
to call me
You
Sophie
can't win.
for
You can't.
winning. Thank you, Showman. Thank you, showing off our
You
trophy.
can't win this one, y'all.
You
Y'all
can't
just-
have our trophy.
You
Yeah,
can't-
you
win
can't
this
have that trophy. But you can certainly try and take it from us. I will have to fight you.
You can come visit it in the
I got Sylvie on
world.
standby.
Yeah, we have Silva on standby. Huh?
They can visit it in the world. They can come see it.
Yes,
can
you can always
visit.
come to the Twin Cities. You can visit this trophy and check out the outside. I'll leave that for you guys. There's 2 giant cities. A bit of a lore was between us is that me and Zataria create this network that inspires people to create, and your inspiration to want to make something is what makes all of this happen. This whole city is made from your desire to make things.
Inspiration and creativity powers the city.
We both have 2 different types of cities and 2 different types of energies. The lower city, the yellow one, is the city of Artemis, the city of harmony. We believe in working together and uniting under the creative front to make something happen. And you, Apollo, city of Apollo, are anarchy, but you have a specific definition of what anarchy means for you.
Yes, anarchy. Not people just go do crime, and you're not wrong. However, I do think anarchy is I don't think that the rules should be followed at all times. I do think sometimes rules can be more of a hindrance than a benefit, and I do think sometimes it is required to break the rules to be a benefit to everyone. I myself I'm more good in groups, but I also do really well by myself as well. So I do think sometimes it's best to just be by yourself to create something. If you want to group up with your friends, please do so. However, sometimes I think I'll be by myself to create something, and I think that works just as well.
So yeah, that's who we are,
Yeah.
and that's the world we've created in our Twin Cities.
Yes, we have 4 minutes now.
Could you guys talk about Trevor Project real quick? Just plug them.
Of course. So yes, the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is an amazing fundraiser that does stuff for queer youth and more. I believe it's
Not
more.
stuff.
I think it's just youth. They do great stuff. They're a suicide hotline, right? Am I crazy for saying that? Is that true?
I
That is true,
do
yeah.
think that is.
They have
it's, suicide
counselors,
prevention for queer people.
hotlines for anyone who
Yes.
is in need.
Wonderful. They help the people that are usually of all kinds, but
4
mostly
minutes is a
for queer
long
people.
You ain't gotta speed talk. You got 4 minutes. You can slow down. You can slow down.
Anyway.
Well, anyway, that's all the time we have.
Just also,
but yeah,
too, I do want
that's Trevor
to
Project.
once again thank Kamai for allowing us to help here with the Trevor Project and everything. It's been so great meeting so many people from different communities and so many dance clubs.
Now there are.
I know that there are just it's very common to see dance club, but the dance club that I have been seeing, y'all be eating. It's nice to see so many of y'all come into our calls. I didn't know the sheer amount of dance clubs though. This was crazy to see. Also wait, is there 5 or 6 of them in this one collab? Maybe more. It was crazy. They be getting down.
Have you guys been to Lux
It's
Nova?
I went to Lux Nova, but I
No.
was hosting, so I was looking at the dancers, but also hosting at the same time. But I've
Have
never
you
been
have you been to
official event.
Observa Theater though?
I don't know who that is. Observing what?
So Lux Nova has 2 different venues. We have Radiance Lounge, which is more of a party go-go atmosphere, and then we have Observa Theater, which is for more a curated theater experience with live performances. Would you guys like to come next
I've
time?
heard of
I can maybe bring you guys.
That'd be
I would
great.
love. I think I was talking to Video because obviously the whole branding being like TV thing or news theme. I was when I first was looking at the clubs, I was like, yo, this Lux Nova people, you might need to look at that one. That one might just be on brand for us.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
So that'd be perfect.
Hell yeah.
How the stars align. How the
All
stars
right.
align. How perfect.
Thank you guys
Yeah,
so much for
starships
hosting.
And TV. Yes, of course. We're happy to
It's been
be
a
here, and I
pleasure.
think we'll be here for a little while because we're gonna be in some other things. At least I will be.
Yes.
Not too sure what you're gonna be,
We're
but
doing
we're gonna be in some other
interviews, I
things.
believe.
Yes, we'll be here for some
I
other things. So if you see
we
us again, shout us
see
out.
video for Family Feud, and then we see, I think, perhaps both of you or some of your crew for Dancer Roulette at 9 p.m. EST.
You'll see us around.
Oh, and
You'll
the
see us
final
around.
ceremony. You guys will be around.
It was lovely having you. So again, I'm Video TV. This is my co-host Sataria. Sataria, say goodbye.
It was a pleasure chatting with you all and answering your questions. It's so nice.
Goodbye, and to brighter broadcasts, everyone.
All right, and remember, you guys, I plugged the Trevor Project information in the chat. So if you guys are feeling very generous and very wonderful, we would always appreciate anything you were willing to give. $1 is more than enough. We appreciate anything and all. And if you are just here to watch and support what we do, we appreciate that too. So if you guys want more information on the Trevor Project, that link is also in the chat there. So you guys can click it at will. We're going to go on a small break and then we'll be back. See you guys.